Dajaha, hi guys, it's Shanae and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reacting to Hellevator from Stray Kids. I am super excited for this because I recently started reacting to the Stray Kids survival show. I keep calling it a survival show, but I don't know what it actually is called, but the show where they more or less made their debut. And I've heard the song now because they performed it for the producer, and I saw snippets of the behind the scenes from episode 3 where they showed them filming the music video, but I thought it would just be nice if I got the full context and the full experience of that music video, because it's kind of their debut song, maybe not, because they didn't know at that point if they were gonna stay together as a group of 9, and they just booted Minho in the last episode that I watched. But yeah, regardless, I kind of wanted to see where it all started, and I'm excited for it. I hope you guys will be too. Before we do get into it, I just want to say a quick and massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. If you're interested in joining either of those for early access and uncut reactions to things like Stray Kids, the survival show, the links to it will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. And if you want to subscribe, that is also greatly appreciated. But now, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Me not being able to get over how young they look here. This is kind of very moody in comparison to some of their other works. This still has such a nice beat. I'm sorry, I had to pause to say it. Did they change the song a little bit? Maybe I'm wrong. Why is this making me so happy? I don't know. I think maybe it's because I'm thinking about how amazing it must have been for them being able to experience creating a music video like this, because it probably felt like a step in the right direction towards their dreams, and obviously for them it was, they succeeded. But it's just kind of insane to think about the emotions that probably were under the surface during this entire filming process. I'm sorry for getting so emotional. It's very rare for me to have envy for people who were there from the start of a group's beginning, but with Stray Kids I've definitely felt that envy. Their vocals are still so impressive, even here at the start. say I like the choreography. It's amazing what camera work can do to emphasize choreography as well. Wow, okay. Okay. So I'm assuming the field of flowers is supposed to represent them like arriving at their peak like they described in the show. Climbing on the elevator at the very bottom and rising to the top, and this being the top, the flowers and the beautiful scenery. I wouldn't think that this was one of his first rapping experiences. Interesting that that's kind of a through line for them in even their most recent videos, is the flipped horizon. This was so interesting as well because, like, watching it with a little bit of context from the survival show, and obviously there could be more context awaiting me in episode 5, 6 and 7 that I just don't know about. But like as of episode 3 where I'm at right now, it's so interesting the choices that they made for the filming. Like, I didn't expect Han to be such a prominent line in the story that they were telling visually here. Like, he really stood out to me, and I'm wondering if it's because he had that high note that they decided to make him such a prominent character within the video. And also, it's just so weird listening to this and knowing the feedback that the producer gave them, that JYP gave them, I suppose you can say. And it really just not standing out to me, like the issues not standing out to me. I feel like one of the people who kept on drawing my eye was Bangchan, and he had the feedback of, oh, you don't have charisma on stage because you're not selfish enough to have yourself be the center of attention. He kept on pulling my eye. I feel like Minho's rapping was good. I feel like Hyunjin's rapping was clear. So it's so weird how, as a listener, these things that are an issue for the producers who are so well versed in music just kind of doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things if you put all of this together. I mean, to be fair, on the other hand, obviously it does matter because quality is a thing, and Stray Kids probably wouldn't be where they are if they didn't strive for quality constantly. But yeah, it's just amazing the raw potential that they had even here, in my opinion. But it's interesting to me as well because there's so many small things where you can see them in it, like the fact that Hellevator itself has a very clear story, the fact that they thought about the name and what it means for them. But then you look at things like the music video concept in general, and even though it's like a very good music video, and I wouldn't think twice about it if it was any other group, when I compare it to how strong their music videos are these days, like even a song like Lonely Street, which doesn't have this massive budget or this very intriguing concept, it falls a little bit short. And it's not to say it's a bad music video, it's really not. It's just because they have such high standards these days and they deliver such high quality these days, I notice the difference. And that's not on anyone. Like, it's not their fault, it's not the producers' fault. They were still trying to get the feel for Stray Kids. It makes sense that everything wouldn't be as cut and polished as it is these days, but it really makes me see how amazing they are branded these days. Like, they know who they are and they ingrain it into everything they do, like they and their team. I'm not trying to say that they do it alone or it's just their team, but just, you know, it's interesting to see the contrast, even though this is still a very good music video. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I have the context of the survival show before watching this, because I feel like it did definitely add meaning for me to the song that I wouldn't have known otherwise. Like, I'm really bad at reading lyrics the first time that I listen to a song because I'm just kind of absorbing it. And yeah, I really tried to pause a lot less in this. I hope I succeeded. We shall see in the editing. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but I really did try. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I look forward to doing a lot more of their songs. There's so many that I haven't done yet. But if there is a specific one that you guys want me to do next, then please feel free to let me know. But otherwise, I'll see you guys again next time. ZHENG.